But during the COVID crisis, last 15 months, did you find some gaps or some key things which emerged, which over next 4 or 5 years we should be taking care of?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest gap was that when we sent our kids home in March of last year, it turned out that 15 million students didn't have internet access at home. And so here we were getting ready to do remote school for what we thought might be a couple of weeks and turned out being a year in a lot of places. And 30% of the students in our school system didn't have internet. And that was a huge problem. The other big problem was that a huge percentage of students also didn't have a device. And so we had to get both an internet connection and a device into the hands of students in order to be able to allow them to attend school remotely. And the good news is that through a tremendous effort by school districts, by service providers, by device manufacturers, by governments to provide the funding, we were able to connect 3 million kids in about 8 months, which at any other time, and just to put it in perspective, in 2019, before the pandemic, the entire internet industry connected 2.5 million households. So in 8 months from a standing start, schools connected 3 million kids. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
the problem is there's still another 12 million kids that still aren't connected. And some of that was funding. Some of that was the availability of internet at their homes. A lot of it was execution and not knowing which kids were and weren't connected. And so that's the work that we need to continue to do.
Absolutely.
But importantly, we need to do it not just for kids, but we need to do it for the 29 million households that don't have internet. Because the reality is today that the pandemic has shown us, if you don't have good internet at home, you're basically shut out from society. You can't work remotely. You can't send your kids to school. You can't get job training. You can't access telehealth. You can't access government services. I mean, you are really at a disadvantage. And so we as a nation, we need to close the digital divide once and for all now. And the good news is that for the first time ever, I think we have more political will than we've ever had, and hopefully enough political will to actually do the things we need to do to solve this problem.
Yeah, because infrastructure and communications is a lifeline. Internet now is a lifeline. And that's one thing COVID absolutely has shown. And I think there's enough will to really solve this problem.